Inside the Joker, Folie Deux debacle, Todd Phillips wanted nothing to do with DC on the $200 million Misfire. On September 30th, Lady Gaga blew kisses to fans outside the Chinese theater ahead of the premiere of Joker Folie Deux, with Joaquin Phoenix, while Joaquin Phoenix dropped his typical solemn facade and flashed a few smiles from the red carpet. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav dropped by the after party at Sunset Tower and mingled with the fans, mingled with the film's two high-paid lead as the meatless sliders made the rounds. For all the stars' wattage on display, there were some notable no-shows, namely DC Studios topper James Gunn and Peter Safran. Wow. Insiders say the duo's glaring absence for the film that is based on one of the biggest draws of the DC canon underscores the dysfunctional dynamic that played out behind the scenes on the ill-fated Warner Brothers musical. Todd Phillips wanted nothing to do with DC during the making of the film, says one agent familiar with the director's unique carve-out, which allowed him to bypass any oversight from the brand's gatekeepers. Although Gunn was publicly supportive of the idea, Phillips has distanced himself from DC as the animated title card sequence unspooled inside the iconic Hollywood city. In the opening minutes, it became apparent that Phillips had just given DC the middle finger. There was no DC studio logo.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that it's sort of outside the DC universe in a way. But yeah, I like the idea that you can tell other stories with DC characters that don't affect the canon or chronology of a connected universe. Mm-hmm. So I don't mind that. I think though that we've been kind of hoodwinked with this. I think I love the first film. I think the first film is amazing and has a lot to say. And the second Joker is completely unnecessary. Additionally, I think a better sequel might have been, as I mentioned, a Joker and Harley chaotic relationship, murder spree, kind of like Natural Born Killers meets Bonnie and Clyde. That would have been epic, where he has notoriety and he becomes, in Gotham, they're always being chased, whatever it is. That would have been Natural Born Killers. I love, from Oliver Stone. Love that film. It still holds up with Trent Reznor's Nine Inch Nails music. Love it. Why not something like that? He went a completely different direction, and it's like erasing all the good things about the first film. What are your thoughts, Alan?
Well, I mean, it's right in the title there. Wanted nothing to do with DC. Then why give him the privilege to do it? Why give him the Joker?
I'll tell you, I have 1 billion reasons for you.
I understand that, but to look, if I'm going to give you $100 million and then I'm going to give you $200 million to take my toy and play with it, shouldn't there be some kind of respect behind that? I think that's what.
Right.
The more I think about this stuff, it's like the way it seems to be happening is it's like I have this queer story to tell, this LGBT story to tell, but I can't get it funded. No one wants to hear my story, so I'll give it to Disney and they'll let me put it under a Star Wars brand. That's what it seems like here. I've got a story to tell. It's kind of a Joker story. I can't. No one will fund it. No one will back it. But hey, what if I make it a Joker story instead? Because to me, that's what becomes the disregard for fans. And this is what we keep talking about week after week, is that the studios that own this stuff, that bought this stuff, and that now own it, has no regard for fans. And to have someone come out and blatantly state it just bothers me.